there are trillions of ants on the planet Earth, and all of them need to eat regularly. Do you ever find that a few million ants in your garden died of starvation? On the other hand, elephants eat mounds of food every day. God ensures they are provided for. Even a worldly father cares and provides for his children. Why should we then doubt whether our eternal Father will take care of us or not? Just because you cannot see His presence with you does not mean that He is not there. You may have come across that very famous tract which is there on wall posters titled "Footprints in the Sand." One man at night had a dream where he was walking by the seaside on the soft sands of a beach, and scenes from his life flashed before him, covering the different stages of his sojourn on the earth. And when he looked back, he discovered that there were two pairs of footprints, except sometimes there were just one set of footprints. And these coincided with the most difficult times in his life. This man happened to reach God in his dream, and he questioned his eternal Father. You had said you would always be with me, protecting me. My Lord, in my most difficult times, I found only one set of footprints. Why so? God responded, my child, I fulfilled my vow and I accompanied you always in your life. When the going was easy, I allowed you to handle things by yourself. When the going became difficult, I carried you on my shoulders. The footprints you see were mine, not yours. So, if we think deeply enough, we will realize how God strengthened and lifted us up in the darkest moments of our life. The Vedas tell us, remember, He is always with you, even though you cannot see Him. Take inspiration from the Cherokee rite of passage from youth to adulthood. The Cherokees are a Native American tribe in the continent of North America. When a youth comes of age and is now to be accepted as an adult member of the tribe, he needs to pass this test. One night, the father blindfolds his son and leads him into the dark, dangerous forest, makes his son sit on the stump of a tree and says, my child, you will remain here all night long. In the morning, when the light becomes perceptible through the bandage covering your eyes, you will then have the right to remove this blindfold. The youth remains there. Imagine a forest with all its ferocious dangers and carnivorous animals which could attack at any time. What passes through the mind of the youth? Trembling, he finally in the morning, on receiving the light, removes the blindfold, only to discover His father had been sitting next to him, guarding him through the night. The father then says, "You are not to reveal what happened in the night to anyone. This rite of passage from youth to adulthood will remain in our Cherokee tribe for all the youth." So this faith in the protection of God is the third point of Sharanagati. A very powerful antidote for fear is Sharanagati, surrender. Because surrender means faith in the protection of the Supreme. When we put ourselves and our life at His disposal, He will definitely take care and look out for us. Take inspiration from this amazing story of the lady who rushed in great worry to the grocery store and pleaded before the owner, "Sir, I am in great difficulty. My husband does not have an income and I have 4 hungry children to feed. Can you please give me some groceries?" "Lady," said the shopkeeper, "this is not a charitable organization but a profit-making store. You need money to get the goods." "In that case," said the lady, "can you please give me a loan? I'll repay later on." "That will not be possible," said the shopkeeper, "because you don't have a credit account with us." A customer was listening to this dialogue. He had tremendous faith in God and asked the lady to write out a prayer on a piece of paper, which she did, and he folded without looking at it. He said to the shopkeeper, "Put this on one side of the scales and let the lady weigh whatever groceries she wants against this slip. Beyond the weight of the slip, whatever she needs, I will pay for it." The shopkeeper was astonished. Nevertheless, he put the weightless paper on the scales, and the lady started loading up the groceries on the other side. But no matter how much she put, the scales did not tip over. The shopkeeper was astonished. Nevertheless, he was bound by his word. He put the groceries in a bag and handed them to the lady, who thanked the man profusely and left. The shopkeeper asked the customer, "How did this happen?" The customer said, "Let's look at her prayer." When they saw the slip, the lady had said, "Oh Lord, you know my needs. I am putting this in your hands." And God had responded to that earnest prayer. So the customer, he said, witnessing this was definitely worth it. Whatever she got, I am giving you $50 from my side. Later on, the shopkeeper discovered that the scales themselves were broken. So nobody came to know what is the weight of a prayer. But the message is, He is always watching out for us. Have faith. Take inspiration from the Mahabharat. When the great battle became imminent, Gandhari was worried for her 100 children. And she said to the eldest of her children, Duryodhan, "Come to me at night without any clothes. I will make you invincible because I have the accumulated merits of my austerities." Gandhari had kept herself blindfolded as a chaste gesture because her husband Dhritarashtra was unable to see. Duryodhan decided to obey his mother's command. And in the dark of the night, without a single thread on his body, he started walking to Gandhari's chamber. When Shree Krishna came in between and said, Duryodhan, is this what sensible people do? Walk in the mid of the night without any clothes? Duryodhan explained. He said, Sham Sundar, it's my mother's instruction, because she said that by her powers she will make me invincible. Shree Krishna scolded Duryodhan, you are not a toddler. It is not becoming of an adult to go without clothes before the mother. Wear something in between at least. Duryodhan was convinced. Shree Krishna said, here, I have a towel for the purpose. Duryodhan tied it around his midriff. And when he came, Gandhari said, my child, are you here? Yes, mother. Have you come as I asked? Yes, mother. She then removed the bandage from her eyes and cast her vision on Duryodhan's body from head to foot. She was disappointed and said, Beta, what is this cloth on the midriff? Duryodhan said, Mother, I met Sham Sundar on the way, and he said, this is not the way to go before your mother. Extremely embarrassing. So put on a little towel. Now, wherever Gandhari's vision fell, by her tapasya, Duryodhan's body became invincible, but the midriff remained. Gandhari understood that when Shree Krishna wishes to protect the Pandavas, she can do nothing about it. Mare Krishna rakhe Krishna mare ke. That one portion of Duryodhan's body, the vulnerability was exploited by Bhimsen when he hit his mace there to fatally wound Duryodhan. So look at the protection that the Lord extends to his devotees. As our spiritual father, he is taking care of all living beings in creation. There are trillions of ants on the planet Earth, and all of them need to eat regularly. Do you ever find that a few million ants in your garden died of starvation? God ensures they are provided for. On the other hand, elephants eat mounds of food every day. The Lord provides for them too. Even a worldly father cares and provides for his children. Why should we then doubt whether our eternal Father will take care of us or not? To have firm faith in His protection is the third aspect of surrender.